Hey there, I'm playing Rust today, and just wanted to show off a little bit of what me and my friend Kevin have kind of built in this game. Since you never know, it's an alpha still, so servers may get wiped, things may go down, and I wanted to kind of record for posterity what we're doing and also show the game off a little bit because it's pretty neat. But so Rust is a survival simulation game. It's kind of like a mix between DayZ and Minecraft. As you can see, the graphics are more on the DayZ side, but you actually build your own structures and stuff, unlike in DayZ, more like Minecraft. But it's very PvP focused. People raid each other. You can blow off people's doorways and kill them and take their stuff and all that kind of stuff. So there's that element to it as well. In a lot of servers, the servers can be up to 250 people. People band together and make villages and fight with other villages or resources and stuff like that. But this is a relatively small server. You can see some chatter going on there on the left, but for the most part, I would say maybe 20 or 30 people play on this server. When the landscape is large enough that we're still pretty spread out, but more people are joining the server all the time, so you never know what it's going to turn into. So anyway, right now I'm in, there's a number of pre-generated structures that occur throughout the map. There's only one map so far, although they have the infrastructure in place for there to eventually be more. Like I mentioned, this is an alpha, so it's kind of a buy-in system similar to Minecraft or any of these other early access games. You buy it now, and you play the alpha, and then you don't have to buy it again when it eventually comes out. You still have all the access to the final product, and it's surprisingly playable. I mean, I've got 20 hours in it so far, and I'm having a blast with it. Despite the rough edges, the rough edges for the most part are just not. Are just that not everything that they want to put in it is in yet, basically. So anyway, so you're on this island. You have to gather resources and defend yourself. And these pre-existing buildings are here. And as you can see, I just found a blueprint because what you have is this crafting menu here, and this is all the stuff that you can craft. But there's only a very limited range of stuff on there when you start, and the way you be able to craft more things is you find blueprints. And these pre-constructed towns that are like from before whatever apocalypse this is, will have crates that spawn in them, and the crates will have random items in them, including sometimes blueprints. And also there are zombies that run around kind of near these towns. I understand the devs are actually planning to take the zombies out, because they don't want it to be a zombie game. They want it to be more a survival game. Right now there are zombies. Here's a couple of them ahead of me. And I will... they also drop blueprints and items when you shoot them. But raiding... If you don't have guns yet, raiding buildings for crates is the safer way to accomplish the same thing. There we go. Leather legs. I've already got those. Ow. Alright, see, he made me bleed, so I have to use a bandage to stop the bleeding. Very much like DayZ in that aspect. Anti-radiation pills. You could hear the clicking when I was in that town over there. There's radiation from, theoretically, whatever apocalypse occurred here in those buildings, so it limits the amount of time you can spend in there without... Made me bleed again. I gotta heal myself. I have medkits. So there's radiation you have to deal with. I have some a radiation suit. I have anti-radiation pills. All this stuff that can help me get in there and raid those crates without dying from the radiation. Someone's maybe talking to me in the chat, but I wasn't paying attention because I was recording this video. I don't want anyone to shoot me because they think I'm not friendly. Once I'm done, I'm actually going to head back to our little camp area. Ooh, Kevlar helmet. That's good. That's good stuff. Right now I can only create cloth armor. These rad suit pieces are stuff I found, but now I can create a Kevlar helmet. So see, I read the blueprint, now I can craft it. So that's how you get more crafting recipes in this game. So you start with literally nothing. You start with well, not literally nothing. You start with a rock, a couple bandages, and what's the third thing? And a torch. And obviously, 20 hours in on this server, I've got a pistol, assault rifle with a laser sight, a flashlight, pickaxe, metal hatchet, all this stuff. So, but you have to. Some of the stuff you can craft at the start, but like all the guns and stuff are blueprints I found in crates or on zombies. You have to craft your own bullets, and that's really the limiting factor. It's actually relatively easy once you have the blueprints to make guns. All they take is metal, which you get from mining rocks. But creating bullets requires gunpowder, and making gunpowder requires sulfur, which you also mine from rocks, but it takes a lot of sulfur to make some gunpowder. So that's like the limiting factor. You know, as far as like you can't just run around killing people willy nilly because you actually have to keep up with crafting bullets for your guns. But I'm heading back to our town that we've built now. So there's kind of the map. There's kind of a road that goes in a loop, and all the pre-generated structures where those crates are that you get the blueprints and stuff from. Those are all on that road. And so most of the people on most servers will try to set up their bases near or around, with decent access to that road. Kevin and I have kind of knocked out our territory pretty far away in terms of the map from where that is, and as a result of that, nobody else on the server even knows where our base is. They know we're around. We chat sometimes. They see us running around over by the zombie places, but they don't know where we are, where our base is. And the reason for that is A, it's way off the beaten track, and B, it's relatively well hidden. And that's what we want because we don't want people raiding our base. And actually, in this game, when you log off, you don't actually disappear from the world. Your character lays down wherever you logged off and goes to sleep. So people can actually find your sleeping body when you're logged off and kill you and take your stuff too. And there's storage crates in your house, so they can blow the doors off your house with C4 and rob you of all your stuff while you're not online and all that kind of crap. So it's pretty exciting and fun actually, but you need to keep protection in mind. And our first line of protection is concealment. Our town is actually in this mountain up here. And nobody really goes over here on this part of the map because you've got the, all those resources and towns over there with the crates in them, and people tend to stick near that stuff. Whereas we've kind of, the only thing over here is wood and rocks, which are everywhere on the island. So there's no reason for most people to come over here. And even if they did come over here and start harvesting stuff, chances are they wouldn't be able to figure out that our town is up in this mountain unless someone followed me up there or we showed them where it was. So that's our first line of defense. And I'm going to take you on a tour, hopefully before it gets dark, because it gets really hard to see when it's dark, and the night lasts like 30 minutes real time. So that would probably not be the most entertaining video if you couldn't see anything because it was dark. So this is our field in front of our mountain here, and there's spawns all kinds of wood and rocks. So that's our resources, for our resources gathering. I believe, yep, this is where we're going up here. So even from down here, right down here, you can't see if there's anything up here. So, come on now. Plus, it's hard to walk up this hill in the first place. The game doesn't make it easy for you. Here we go. There's our gate. So this is the approach to our little town here. This is all stuff we've built. These are spike walls. They will hurt you if you walk too close to them. It will make you bleed and probably die. Then we've got the gate here, which I can raise because it's my gate. Close again behind me. And these are our buildings here. And you can see this is just a little clearing in the mountains here that we've taken over. And I've built spike walls around the entire thing, including behind the buildings, so that if anyone does figure out where we are and try to get up here, they will have a difficult time actually getting close enough to blow our houses up. This is my friend Kevin's house right here. And he's still in the process of constructing a second floor there. And this is my house right here. I've got 3 floors so far. You can see I've built window bars and all that stuff, metal doors. You can actually build wooden doors, but they can be hacked down with a hatchet. Metal doors can only be blown up with explosives, and walls can also only be blown up with explosives. So you can't hack wooden walls down even with a hatchet. You need explosives. So the metal door and the wood walls is pretty secure. You can make wood walls too. I haven't learned how yet. I haven't found one to study. Um, if you can't find a blueprint for something, you can also actually find the item, and you can get what's called a research kit off a zombie or from a chest, and then you can use the research kit on the item, and it teaches you how to make it. So we've got, if you have metal walls, they take more explosives to blow up than the wooden walls. So wood walls and a metal door can only be getting into with explosives, but metal walls with a metal door would take more explosives to get into, but I don't know how to make those yet. So this is inside this was my first little room that I built that I then expanded upon. And unfortunately, because I don't know how to make explosives yet, I can't knock my own walls down, so I've kind of had to deal with that right now. But so I got a campfire here, which provides light and also is how you cook food. Speaking of which, I will throw a couple of chicken breasts on there to cook. You do need to eat. You can see in the bottom right there I have a health and a food meter. And also it says comfort right there, and you actually heal faster when you're comfortable. That's because I'm next to this fire. If I was out here without clothes on, which is how you start, you can also be cold, which makes you heal slower, I believe. But I have a full clothes on now, so I won't be cold even if I'm... there's still little problems with collision detection as far as getting through walls. This is a furnace. This is how you smelt ore. You need to put some wood in there to fuel it, and that produces charcoal, which you just get from burning the wood, which also is part of making gunpowder. But I can throw my metal ore and my sulfur ore that I collected in there, and then start that up, and that'll process while I'm walking around. Wooden crates which are just storage. Got some metal fragments and another gun in here. This is a workbench that you build. A lot of the more complicated designs require you to be standing at a workbench, or else they won't work. You can see when I stand near it, I get in the bottom right hand corner, it says workbench 1. That means I have a low level workbench in proximity. More storage. So then, and only the player who built the door can open and close the door. Someone else tries, it will say that it's locked. So because that was my little room and I can't destroy my own walls yet, I had to build a second entrance to get to my second story. So here's my second story, which is currently my bedroom. I've got bars on the window there because people have been known to create ramps. If they're trying to raid someone's house and the person has open windows, they will create ramps out of other wooden structures and jump up to the windows to get in. So I've got a lot of storage here. These are larger crates that hold more stuff, another workbench, and this is my sleeping bag. Sleeping bags reset your spawn point. So if you build a sleeping bag and throw it down, you can respawn at that sleeping bag. If you don't have one, you respawn at a random point on the island, which can be a huge pain in the ass. And then over here, I'm working on going up further. And this time I'm not going to build a ceiling, so I can keep going up without having to worry about destroying it. I just got a wood door up here because there's nothing up here. But this is my third floor with all windows. But yeah, I haven't put bars on them because, like I said, there's nothing up here. It didn't actually. Server crashed last night, and I had built another set of stairs so that I could go up on the roof, but apparently walked too close to those spikes. Apparently the server crash got rid of that. So yeah, so this is our little village. It's actually, for this game, very secure. Nobody knows where it is. Surrounded by spike walls on all sides. Lots of metal doors protecting our stuff. Is chicken breast done yet? They are. Alright, so I'm going to take those and then shut this off so it stops using the wood. This is going to take a while to process all that metal and ore. So let me just run around. See, it's so nice once you're able to craft the once you're able to craft flashlight mods for your guns, because then you can just do this instead of having to worry about a torch. Now, a torch will provide you with better lighting around you, but you can see in the bottom there, I currently have it in quick slot 3, and there's a little number in the right hand corner. Currently says 115, which is counting down, and that's actually the life of the torch. And when it runs out, the torch goes away and is you have to make another torch. So the good thing about the flashlight mods is that they're not quite as good light, but they never run out. So just collect some resources so you show off how that's done. Maybe I'll just craft something quick to give you a taste of how the game plays. It's night right now. It's going to be night for a little while. It's relatively easy to craft a hatchet when you first start, which is good. And that's one of the recipes you start with, because that rock you start with is not super good. So here's a rock. This is the kind of rock you harvest from. So I'll get my pickaxe out. You can also harvest rocks with hatchets. They're just not as good. Oops, that's my assault rifle. My hatchet, you know, see if I hit it with a hatchet, I'm getting like 3 at a time. If I hit it with my pickaxe, I should get a lot more at a time. Okay, well I didn't that time, but generally speaking, you get a lot more per hit with the pickaxe than with the hatchet, and that goes for wood as well for whatever reason. That I can definitely demonstrate in a controlled way. If I hit this pile of wood, and you can hit trees too, but trees only give you 1 wood per hit regardless of what you're hitting them with, whereas these piles of wood, which spawn randomly, give you much more. So these are what you want to look for to get wood. So if I hit it with my hatchet, I get 10 wood per hit. If I hit it with my pickaxe, I get 20 wood per hit. So it's more efficient to harvest with my pickaxe. And one of these piles of wood will give me like 100 wood, which is pretty good. Now over here we've got a pig. You do have to hunt for your food. I could shoot him with my gun. There's a deer over there too. But pigs are actually slow and stupid. Ooh, that's a bear. Bears will kill you. Wolves will kill you. Pigs and deer won't. And he's going to run right toward the bear. Wonderful. You can also make a hunting bow. I don't have one. Yeah, this isn't going to work in the dark. You can take my word for it that you can run up to the pigs and hack them to death with your hatchet. You can also do this. They take 5 bullets. Pretty much everything takes 5 bullets. All the animals take 5 bullets to kill, which is kind of a lot, really. So you probably should just hack them to death with your hatchet. But then, oh, god damn it, it's so freaking dark. All right, to harvest him, I get my hatchet out and just smack him with my hatchet, and he gives me food. For whatever reason, all the animals give you chicken breasts. That's still an alpha thing, I guess. Regardless of the animal you just killed, you'll get a chicken breast from harvesting it. You also get cloth, leather, and blood, which you can use to make med kits. That doesn't really make sense, but whatever. But you want to stay away from bears and wolves until you get a gun, because they can fight back, and they, generally speaking, will kill you before you can kill them with a hatchet or something. So you need to run around, harvest wood, harvest stone to get metal. Kill on. Oop, torch just ran out. Luckily, I got another one. Harvest stone, metal, harvest wood, harvest animals to get cloth and food so you don't starve to death. And then find a nice out-of-the-way place to set up your base so that other people will not come and steal all your stuff. Find the entrance here, and I'll go up and show you how the crafting works real quick. Oh, come on. This is actually a good defense too, the fact that it's hard to walk up this hill, because most people wouldn't bother. And I was actually thought about that when I was picking this place to build our house. I was like, if there's a little platform up here, that would be the best place, because most people are going to try to walk up it and then just go, you can't walk up this, and turn around. Alright, here we go. I have some campfires built out here so I can actually light up our little courtyard here. Things do decay though, including your houses. If you don't interact with your house, maybe that campfire decayed already. If you don't interact with your house, every 24 hours it starts to decay, and interacting is just opening and closing the doors. So if you weren't online for a couple days, your house would actually start to decay from the top down. And it starts, there's a 24-hour timer before it starts to decay, and then once it starts to decay, it's like 4 days or something till the first parts start disappearing, and then it will start from the top down. Every 4 days pieces will start disappearing or something like that. And the reason for that is because people were starting the game, logging onto servers, building structures all over the place, and then, not playing anymore or switching servers, and we were ending up with tons of structures everywhere, blocking up the entire map. So they made it so that they decay if no one's using them. And you can actually repair them. Like, say you're offline for a week and you come back and parts of your building are gone, but the rest is still there and you want to save it. You can use wood to repair what's still there. Okay, so we're back at base. My ore is just about done. There's one piece left. But if we wanted to craft, we can come over here to the crafting table and open up the crafting menu. And you basically just pick what you want to craft from over here. So we're looking at, they're organized by category. So these are like parts, which is like building parts. So right now I can only build wood stuff for the most part. I can build metal window bars. And I can also build metal doors, which for some reason the doors are not under parts. I don't know why, but let's say I want to redo what I did last night that I lost in that server crash, which was having another set of stairs up to the roof. So to build wood stairs, you can see down here we need wood planks. We need 5 and we have 0. Now, actually, I do have wood planks, but I'll just show you how to make them because I've got raw wood in my inventory. So I need 5. So I click on wood planks, which is under resources, and I need 10 wood to make 1 wood plank. But I have 600 wood, so that's no problem. So we need 5 wood planks. And then I just craft. And this timer here is the time is counting down how long it's going to take me. You can actually walk around while you're crafting, but you can't run. So there we go. Now the wood planks appear in my inventory. Now I want to make those wood stairs. So need 5, have 5, craft. So these take 20 seconds. The most I've ever seen something take, a single item take, is 60 seconds. That's for like foundations and walls and stuff like that. I've seen large numbers of things take up to 2 minutes. Like, wow, I was making like 100 gunpowder one time, and that took like 2 minutes. Okay, so that appears now here. I didn't put this crap away when I came back from my zombie hunting trip. So you put the item you want to build on your hotbar, the stairs there, number 6. Shut that off now. And then I'll come out here to where I'm going to put them, which is at the top here. Continue up with these. And my torch ran out again. And I don't have another one with me. That's right, I got a flashlight. So I want to put them here so that I can get up to the roof. So basically what you do is you bring them up on your hotbar, and then it brings up like a placement thing. And it'll snap into place where it can go, which is right there. And you just click and place it, and there you go. Now, there's a bunch of restrictions. Everything needs to be built on a foundation, so you put the foundation down first. Then you have to put pillars, wood pillars. You can see they're under parts here. Wood pillar takes 2. And those go on the corners, and then the walls are erected between the pillars, or the stairs. In this case, I had to have pillars there to support the stairs. And then you can basically just go from there. And metal works the same way. You have metal pillars and metal walls, but you have to find those metal parts, either blueprints or actually find them and use a research kit. I've actually got a couple metal ceilings right here that I just found, but I don't have a research kit to learn how to make them yet. So that's pretty much all I wanted to do. Just show around our little base here in case it ends up getting destroyed somehow in a server crash or whatever, so I have a little record of how well I think we've done with it so far, and also explain a little bit how the game works. It's currently available on Steam for $19.99. It is really fun. I would avoid the official servers for now. They are having a lot of problems with hackers, but if you can find a small server with, a dozen people on it, or maybe 2 dozen, it's a good time. So I recommend it. Thanks.